Hi everyone, how are you doing today? I am here with Olivia, my cat. So this is her right here. She's saying hello. And we are about to do our reading sprints. I am not sure if you heard that, but that was a very loud honk on the street. So yeah, we are going to be doing some reading sprints and we're very excited today. What we're going to be reading is a book by Marilyn French, which is a history of women in the world. And we're very excited for that. I would love to know exactly what you are reading. Make sure that you let me know if you can hear us okay. That'd be great. Again, here is Olivia, and we would love to know what you are reading today. I'm going to put that in the chat. What are you reading today? I think it might take a sec for some people to join here. But yeah, we're reading that book, and I would be very excited to know what you are reading today as well. So if this is your first time here, what we do is we do 30-minute reading sprints. And then what we do is we have a break for about 10 minutes in between. And that is typically how these are run. So we are going to do our first sprint in just a little bit of time. Right, Bean? Other thing is that you can use these reading sprints as well to do anything productive. Sometimes what I like to do is I'll do laundry or do like other productive things like writing a blog or writing in my calendar. What we're going to do at some point today too is write in our reading journal. This is what the reading journal looks like. It's definitely still a work in progress, but we want to do a mid-year. We want to do sort of like a mid-year flip through at some point in the near future. We were supposed to do it this week, but it might end up coming a little bit later. So yeah, if you're joining here today, just let us know what you are reading. And yeah, another book that we are also reading is a graphic novel called Always Never. And that book is, it's a graphic novel that's told about a love story, and it's told in reverse, I think for like the last 40 years or so. So yeah, okay. So I'm just going to see how far along I am with my reading journal. Olivia? So Olivia, she's currently just on my lap, kind of hanging out, which is very, very cute. And she's sort of been dying to just like lay on my lap for quite a while. Yesterday, I felt so bad because I had to go to work, so she wasn't able to be on my lap. So I think today she's kind of trying to get like compensation on all of the lost like snuggles and that sort of thing. So I don't see too many people joining here right now, but that's okay. People may join later. Some people like to watch these after they have been posted. So what I think I'm going to do is I am going to start the first reading sprint. And those who want to join can join in now or join in while the sprints are happening. So I'm going to put the reading sprint timer up. Okay, and I am going to start our first sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy reading. Okay, so how did your reading go? I just want to say hi to Alana and also to Abigail from me and from Olivia. Olivia, who is just like on my lap right now. So cute. So, yeah, what you doing? What are you doing? Okay, she wants to get up and explore, I think. So, yeah, we're reading right now a book. It's called um, A History of Women in the World by Marilyn French. It's really interesting. So, it kind of goes through like history and goes over different groups of people throughout the world over time and the role of females in their various like societies and stuff. So it's kind of a little more dense. It's nonfiction, but it's cool nonfiction, I think. I think it's really interesting to read about. And I know Margaret Atwood, she had a foreword in here, like before the book, and I just thought it was really great. I thought she did really great job, and now I'm kind of going into this dense book, which is I think going to be like 3 volumes or something like that. So yeah, sometimes it's nice to read a little nonfiction um, on top of everything else. Cat Crew says hello to you and Olivia. Enjoy your book. Thank you. Um, and so now Lana said, let's see, that they're reading The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Cool. And Abigail is reading Percy Jackson. Hi, Lisa. So, oh my God, I forgot about the reading sprints. Just came back from the grocery shop. Gonna up on the next. Yep, sounds good. Let me know what you're going to be reading, Lisa, and how you're doing. Hi, Thrifty. Just joining, hoping to get some reading done. Perfect. This is definitely the place to get a little bit of reading done. Yeah, so we're probably about, oh, let's see, what percentage are we in this book? So we're about 10% in the history of women in the world. And I think that we're just going to keep reading this book. Let me know what you guys have read over the week. Is that my headphones? Those are my headphones. Over the week, we read basically, let's see what we read. We finished 3 books this week. A book called Radium Girls, which is really interesting. It's just about women who, in the early 1900s, they worked at a factory, and so they would use radium infused ink to write on the dials, and they were told by their boss basically to lick the brush as they were, wetting the brush for the paint. And so because of that, they got radium poisoning, which is fatal. So that was a very sad book, but it's interesting to read about because obviously it it propelled this whole occupational hazards movement and legislation to ensure that workers would be covered and protected and not exposed to like dangerous substances at work. Then I read a book called Surviving the City, and that was a good graphic novel. And it's about basically, it's about 2 Indigenous young girls, and one sort of goes missing. she basically has a very difficult situation that she's encountering. And so it kind of goes over the Indigenous missing and murdered women and brings light to that. And then I read Wild Sea Witch, which I was reading last week. And that was a middle grade fantasy about a young witch in training. And that I'm going to do a review on soon, but I liked it. I thought it was great. Lisa, I'm good. My lips are tingly. I had a small allergic reaction yesterday, and it's annoying, but other than that, I'm good. I'm sorry to hear about your allergic reaction. Oh my goodness. Going to be reading the Honeymooners. Want to try to finish it next week. Awesome. Let me know how you're enjoying it. Finished the summer. I turned pretty on Tuesday. Sweet. So Abigail, I read Percy Jackson's books 1 to 3 and every summer after. Cool. I know that you're enjoying it. I think I saw that one of the books you gave a 5-star to, which is great. Lisa, I'm over 50 pages into the Honeymooners. Really like it. Thrifty, I'm reading Did I Say You Could Go? It's a writing style I'm not loving, giving it more time before possible, DNF. Yes. Sometimes that happens, you're not really completely like enjoying, committed to it, and then, a little bit later, maybe it turns around and it gets better, but it's good to give it a little bit of time, before committing to like DNF or to continue reading it. Hopefully you enjoy it and hopefully it gets better. Lisa, have you read that one, The Honeymooners? Yes, and I liked it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. We read it for the Top Shelf Society, and I overall thought it was a lot of fun. I liked the trope. I think it's an enemies to lovers. I think it is. I read it about maybe 2 summers ago, I think, and I thought it was fun. And I like the characters in it too. I thought they were great. I really like Christina Lauren. I want to read their new book. I think it's called Wilder. I think that will be a lot of fun. Would like to read the new Emily Henry as well. There's so many books that are coming out, and I am getting my Sylvia Moreno Garcia book next week. I pre-ordered it. It's called The Daughter of Dr. Moreau, and that is my most anticipated read of the entire year. I can't wait for it. Let me know if you guys have any books that are coming out soon that you're excited for. I just really love Sylvia Moreno Garcia so much. She wrote Mexican Gothic, and I'm excited to read it. I'm excited to read this new book. I've been waiting for another Sylvia Moreno Garcia book ever since I finished, the last page of Mexican Gothic. And I also read a couple of other books by her, Untamed Shore, and which I liked, and The Beautiful Ones, which was a whole lot of fun, especially towards the second half of the book. I definitely recommend her books because I think she's great. Pretty biased. Pretty biased, but I still have a lot of other books to read by her, like Velvet is the Night, and the other one I have, Gods of Jade and Shadow, that one as well, too. She writes a whole bunch of different genres. But one thing I really want to read a little bit more of is her thesis on mushrooms. I think that would be a lot of fun to read. I think she went to school in part to study mushrooms. I could be wrong, but I think that is something that she studied. And I think that would be cool to read a little bit more about. Yeah, so that is one book that I'm excited for. And then a book that I got in the mail this week is the Sailor Moon Eternal Edition. So the next one, which is 6. So far, I currently own 6 out of 12 of these beautiful, huge editions. Um, they're not very cheap. They're kind of expensive. So I am purchasing them as I finish reading them. Stop reading one and then I get the next one. That's my goal. That's what I'm doing. And hopefully I'll be able to read them all. But I've read the entire series before. Let me know if you like Sailor Moon, and if so, who your favorite Sailor Scout is. Mine, obviously, is Sailor Pluto. She's been my favorite ever since I learned who Sailor Pluto was. I think she's like the coolest. She's got green hair. Like, she's so cool, you know? And she has this huge like key, and it's like the key to time travel or something. Yeah, I don't think there's a Sailor Scout that's cooler than Sailor Pluto, which I guess Pluto's not a planet anymore, but in my heart it is. So yeah, that's my feelings about Sailor Moon. I think it's the best thing in the entire world. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop chit-chatting, and I'm going to start our next sprint. Okay, so make sure that you have. Oh, I should tell you, yes, what I am reading. Good point, Thrifty. And cool, Lisa, that you love Sailor Moon. Yeah, it's like the best. Who's your favorite scout? Um, so before we start reading, I'm just going to tell you what I am reading right now. And it is called A History of Women in the World by Marilyn French. So it's like history, anthropology, some ologies, and it's just about, let's see, it's just about like the role of women in various different societies across the world over time. It's a nonfiction, you know. It is really cool. It goes over various, roles of women in various religions, societies over time, and I'm just on volume 1. I think there are 3 volumes in total, and there was a foreword in the book by Margaret Atwood, which I thought was pretty cool. So yeah, it's really really interesting to read about. I'm about maybe 12% in. Yeah, about 11% into here. And yeah, sometimes I like to read a nonfiction, sometimes a heavy nonfiction, but nonetheless, I think that it's pretty interesting to read about. It's actually not very new. It's from like 2000 and when is this from? Oh, I lost it. Hi, dear. Hi. Hi, Olivia. Want to come up? Yeah. I can't remember when this is from, but I think it was somewhere around like 2003 or 2004, something like that. So it'd be cool to read like an updated one, but I'm reading that one because Margaret Atwood had a foreword in it, and I just wanted to see what she reads. Lisa, I think my favorite is Sailor Venus, or the one who is Chibi's friends. Okay, so I know she's friends with Sailor Saturn. Could that be the one? Oh, and Sailor Pluto, she like kind of watches over. She watches over Rini. She has dark short hair. Yeah, I think that's who you're talking about, Sailor Saturn, and I think Sailor Saturn is pretty cool. She has a really interesting story and history. And Olivia, you want to come up? Is it time for the reading sprint? Okay. Yeah. So you can't see her, but she's looking at me. And I think she's disappointed that she has to jump up to sit on my lap to read, and that I might have to help her out. Okay. Hey, Olivia. Are you disappointed that I'm not? Okay. Come on. Up. Come on. This happens. She's on the ground. She wants to come up, wants to complain a little bit, unhappy, dissatisfied she's not already in my lap, and that she will have to jump up. Come on. At the same time, she will not let me pick her up. Come on. Lydia. Yeah, that's you. Okay, come on. Come on. There she is. Okay. So Olivia wants to read, so we are going to read. All right, so we will start our next sprint. Make sure you have your books together and your water if you have something to drink. And we are going to start the next sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy reading. Okay, everyone, that was our second sprint. Let me know how your reading went. Ours went well. We are in kind of a dense section of the book, but I think that it's going to get a little bit more light in the next little bit. I'm just reading a book called A History of Women in the World. So right now I'm kind of looking, it's kind of looking at history like in BC like times. So um, it's very, very interesting in that sense. Um, and yeah, we're enjoying it. So we're at like 15%. I think we were at 12% after our last sprint. So yeah. Abigail, you're halfway through. Great job. Awesome. Let me know how you're enjoying it. You're making me want to read the Percy Jackson series. I talked to a coworker who had read the series. And so she had sort of recommended to me at one point as well. She said she read it like years ago. Lisa read like 10 pages. I was a bit farther than I remembered. Cool. Very nice. And you are reading the Honeymooners, I believe, right? Yes. Read 20% so far. 30. Didn't read for most of the sprint, but you did read about 6 pages, which is great. Good job. Olivia, she's kind of graduated to the desk. I don't know if you can see her, but let's see. So she's currently like on my desk. Don't want to disturb her too much, but she is sleeping on my reading journal right now with her head down, and she's taking a little nap. Abigail, it's a lot of fun in the first book. Percy is 12, and now he's a high schooler, and it's really wonderful to see him grow up. That's so cool. I like it when books kind of take place over time and you get to sit with the characters for a while and see them like grow up, especially like when they're becoming like young adults or older teenagers. I think that's really cool. And I love that whole thing. Love sort of seeing a character grow over time. And you get to do that with like series, which I enjoy. I think it's all about finding the right series and the right story that you can sort of grow attached to. Lisa, yes, the Honeymooners. Yeah, series are really great. I tend, so many books I read are standalone, but if I find a good series, then I just like kind of hold on to it. And kind of, we'll stick with it. The other thing that's good too is there are some standalones that go over like a huge length of time too, like Little Women or A Little Life, which is intense. So, warning before reading more about A Little Life or reading the book, to just look up some content warnings. But you do get to see the character evolution over quite a long time. I love that so much. It makes you feel like very attached to the characters. So Olivia, what are you thinking right now? I know you want another sprint. She's so tired. She had a very, very long day so far. Sniffed the balcony a little bit. We have some flowers outside. So all flowers have been elevated so that she cannot, you know, get into trouble with any of the flowers, right, Bean? So they're safely away from Olivia, um, on tables and in very high flower pots. But she does like to sort of go out on the balcony and kind of like watch as people like go by. Lisa didn't read during all the sprint either, had not finished putting the groceries away. Oh, yeah. I feel like Saturdays are a good day to do some tasks like grocery shop, which I should do. So good on you for doing that. We do laundry, and I'm currently washing our sheets, and I am waiting to put it into the dryer. Good reminder, wash your sheets, especially when the weather is really warm. We wash them all the time, TMI, but we're washing them right now. And I will have to probably do clothes laundry. So that's a reminder too. Wash your clothes. Okay, guys, I am jazzed about doing the next reading sprint. I'm going to put up the timer. It's already there, but I'm going to put it bigger. There we go. And we are going to start our next sprint. So make sure you have some water nearby, a good book. You know, you guys are reading some good books right now. And we are going to start the next sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy reading. Okay, guys, let me know how your reading sprint went. We are now at about 20% of our book, and we still have 2 more reading sprints to go. And Olivia has been kind of shuffling around to find just like the perfect little position for her. Currently, she is on my lap, and I will not disturb the bean. Bean is her nickname. Hi, I just finished chapter 5. Now I'm on chapter 6. Cool. And shout out to Olivia. Olivia says hi back. She has awoken from her slumber, but I feel like she's just kind of lazily like in. Hi, just joined near the end of that sprint. Was trying to decide what to read after finishing my book. Cool. Thanks for joining. What did you decide on? Abigail, 56% through. Awesome. Last time I think we had talked, you had mentioned being about halfway through. Is that correct? You read a little more than 20 pages. Perfect. 25% done. Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, so cool to see everyone's progress throughout. I've got into a really cool part of my book. I'm reading a nonfiction. It's called A History of Women by, I should know this by now, I've said it so many times. A History of Women in the World by Marilyn French, with a foreword by Margaret Atwood, and I am enjoying it. It's very interesting. Kind of talks about women's roles in various societies over time, and just learned quite a bit about women in Crete. That was cool. Yes, halfway. Perfect. Chloe just finished The Measure by Nikki Ehrlich and am making a start on the Song of Achilles. Yay! I hope you enjoy it. I love that book. That book is really cool. We read the Song of Achilles, and that is by, oh my gosh, Madeline Miller. Yes, Madeline Miller. And it is about Achilles and Patroclus, and I think that it is an awesome, awesome book. She also wrote Circe as well, and I also enjoyed Circe. I know that Circe, I have a reading vlog for at some point in time. I think I did it years ago during the summertime. And Madeline Miller, I believe her next work is going to be on Persephone, potentially. Whatever her next work is, I'm excited to read it. And I really hope that you enjoy the Song of Achilles. Okay, Thrifty made it to page 49 of Did I Say You Could Go by Madeline Gideon. Can't take any more of this book. Looking for something else to read. Oh gosh. Yeah, I know that feeling when you are in a book and you're just like, I can't go on. I need to stop this. I hope that you have a good book around you to read. There's a lot of good books out there, so I think it's okay. You DNF this one, you look for a better book, see if you can enjoy that one a little bit more. I hope that you can, Thrifty. I feel like this month has been a pretty good reading month so far in general. Let me know if you have enjoyed your reading month. I cannot believe that we are on July 16th of this year. We are already in July. I used to think like, oh, why do people say that time has gone by so fast? Whatever, it felt very cliche. Now that I am older, I really don't understand how it is July. Like, literally. Does anyone else feel that too? Like, I feel like the year has gone by so incredibly fast, and I don't know, kind of wish it would slow down a little bit, a little bit. And at the same time, I'm excited for autumn. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm excited for autumn. I'm happy in summer, I guess. Yeah, we're trying to enjoy the weather. It's very warm, very warm. We live in Canada, so we go by degrees Celsius, and it is 28 degrees Celsius today and totally bright and sunny. So, in terms of Fahrenheit, for those who use the Fahrenheit system, it is 82 degrees Fahrenheit right now. So, I don't know, 28 is pretty warm here with full sun, but we do have air conditioning, so that really helps. And that is very, very welcome. We have this air conditioner for those interested in air conditioning. It's a machine where, like, part of it is inside, part of it is outside, and it kind of cools down, and it's not very loud because the loud part is outside. And it keeps everything nice and chill inside. I like the inside of our home to be very cold. Not super cold. Not super cold, but not like 28. So I like it to be kind of chill inside, like 20, 21, like room temperature. That's what I like. And I do not like it getting too much hotter inside. So the air conditioner is great. And also Olivia, she loves the air conditioner. She loves it because then if I want to snuggle with her with a blanket, we can do that. We finally just we had been saving for it for a bit of time, and I highly, highly recommend air conditioning if you don't have it. It's great. 50, excited for summer to be over. I love fall and also spring too. Oh, fall is going to be great. Cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. This fall is going to be great. I'm declaring it right now. I have so many books to read. I have not discussed this, but I have a plan to kind of have a fall theme this autumn. And the fall theme is going to be all about witches. Yes. So we're going to read a lot of witchy books. I love witchy books. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to read all different types of witchy books. That is my plan for autumn. We're going to read nonfiction witchy books, graphic novel witchy books, books with witch in the title, all the witchy books we're going to try and read. And we are trying to get a head start on that so we can recommend you some books when it comes to the fall. So we are trying to read as many witchy books as we can for the fall. It will be all about witches. Lisa, I feel the same. Also 28 here. Yes, 28 again for those who are using the Fahrenheit system. 28 degrees Celsius is 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's pretty warm. Hello, Chloe. How are you? We still have 2 more reading sprints. We're going to do 1 half-hour one, and then have a break, and then we're going to have our last reading sprint of the day. And Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking having Caturdays as reading sprint days. Olivia, I don't know where she is. She is probably sniffing by the balcony. Not sure. She comes in and she comes out. She does as she pleases. She lets us know how she's doing, gives us like reports. Um, and usually she is designated at all times as being on pigeon alert and bird alert. So if she sees a pigeon or a bird, she goes, she makes that like noise, like, and I haven't had any reports today yet. Chloe, I'm doing a reread of Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. Cool. I have some friends that really love to read Cassandra Clare, so I hope that you enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to drink some water. Now, yeah, she is always on pigeon alert. And yeah, she's always on pigeon alert, always alert for it. She has, but on occasion she has, you know, fallen asleep during her watch. But she is right. I see her right now. She's looking at outside through the screen door. She's looking outside for any pigeons or any ongoings, and she's alert. She is awake and alert and embarrassed that I keep talking about her. So, oh, cute. Olivia's adorable. Fall theme sounds so fun. I'm excited for spooky season. Yeah, I'm very excited for spooky season. I know that Summerween is going on right now. I do the I do the readathons, like I run the readathons, and then you know I try to catch up on everyone else's readathons, and you know I think that Summerween is a lot of fun. I have a friend who's doing it right now. A bunch of people are doing it right now. So I think that that is also a great readathon to be in the spooky mood. Tonight I'm going to watch some paranormal ghost hunters because it's a Saturday. And why not? Squirrel alert for us. Yes. We don't really have very many squirrels. But I do like a squirrel, you know? I think squirrels are pretty cute. But they can wreak havoc as well. So, you know, they're my cat, my previous cat, Jasmine, where we lived, we used to have like the squirrel that like was around us in the backyard. We called him Roger. I do not know if that's what he's normally called by, Roger. But we called him Roger. And so my cat Jasmine, she was always on alert for she was always on alert for Roger. She would tell us. So yeah. All right. So I think that's enough chat about the squirrel and the pigeon alerts. And we are going to start our next sprint. So I'm going to put up the timer. Remember, this is our second to last. So I hope that it is a wonderful sprint for you. All right, guys. So we are going to start the next sprint. Make sure you have your book around. Olivia, anything to report? No. She's got nada. So we are going to start our next sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy reading. Okay, guys, how did it go for you? We're now at 21%. I had to give Olivia a little treat. She likes these like tuna squeezies. Um, they look like a little tube full filled with like tuna. And so I got that for her. She like devoured it. She ate it in no time at all. And now I wish you could see her little face, but she's so happy. She's so happy that she had her squeezy. Like she gets so like happy and like proud and just like very very happy when she gets like her treat. So had to give that to her today because she's been such a good good reader and good on Pigeon Watch. Well, she's on break from Pigeon Watch, but she's been doing a good job. So far, no pigeons to be seen. So yeah, let me know how you're enjoying your read, what part you are at right now. We had just learned a little bit about um, a little bit about uh, Greece, Athens, had a little bit of that going on. That was pretty cool. And we are now on state formation in Peru, Egypt, and Sumer. So I am on chapter 3 of my book, which is A History of Women in the World by Marilyn French. It's volume 1. It is a little bit dense, it's nonfiction, but it is very fascinating and interesting to read. Okay, so let's see your updates. Read 10 pages, was eating during the last break and had to finish. Also, my landlord came to unclog our bath. All this slowed me down a bit. I hope that it is unclogged and ready to go now. I know my shower was not functioning as it should, and I just had that fixed a little bit ago by the landlord. So I hope that it is working and all good for you. Chloe, my cat loves those. I saw a hack for the cold weather that you can put them in the freezer for a frozen treat. Ah, what do you think? Would you like a tuna squeezesicle? A little frozen. Yeah, I think you might like that. Huh? She's so happy. I think that she would be very happy to have a little frozen treat in the future. You look pretty content and like full right now, but maybe because it's been so warm, you would like that. Hey? I know she likes ice cubes in her water. Abigail, I am at 62%, and little Poppy has been reading with me. Cute. So Abigail has a little cute little cat, like a little gray cat, very very cute gem, and yeah, what a gift to read with her. Litsa slowed me down a little bit. Got it. Oh, good. I'm happy to hear that about your bath. Chloe, sorry, I meant hot weather. Totally understood what you meant. Totally understood what you meant, Chloe. Thrifty. I started All Fall Down by Ali Carter. I'm on page 20. Well, I really hope that you enjoy it because you deserve to read a wonderful book. So I hope that this one is a little bit better for you. Olivia, she's so happy. Oh, I think I definitely am going to try to do the frozen tuna uh, squeezicles. That's an odd way of saying it, isn't it? Bean. Her nickname is Bean. Olivia is her name, and Bean is her nickname. And she's just on my lap, just so happy and content, and is having like a really great day. She might go and check out what's going on outside on the patio because she can hear some people. And how dare they make noise out there, huh? When we're trying to read. She's pretty neutral about it, actually. Doesn't really care too much about it. Um, yeah, yeah. Who disturbs my slumber? Um, yeah, so we definitely do have one more sprint, and that is going to be our last sprint of today. Currently 2:22 p.m. where I am. So yeah, probably after this, let me know what you guys have planned for the rest of the day after our last reading sprint. Do you intend to read more today? We sure do, because this is a very interesting book. But we also have laundry to do, which is not fun but necessary, right? We gotta dry those sheets. Thrifty. This writing style is more of my style. Awesome. Good. So it's sounding better so far. And I hope it continues that way. I hope so. Another thing that we have planned for the rest of the day is we may film a video. We're not really sure. Gonna see how we feel. We might do a reading update. Not entirely sure. I know we need to make more videos for the YouTubes. We gotta get on that. Thrifty. I'm hoping to read more, cook, and apply for jobs. Well, I think that is a very productive thing to do on Saturday, and I wish you the best in applying for job positions. And let me know what you're going to cook. I think today, surprise, surprise, we're going to cook pasta because pasta is the easiest for us to make routinely. Chloe, 9:22 p.m. here. So probably more reading and then sleep. That sounds like a good plan. That sounds like a very good plan. Yeah. Other thing that we might do, I already watered our plants, but I may take a couple photos. We have a blog. The blog, if you want to go to it at any point, the blog is called Sarah's Reading Nook. I'm going to see if I can, oh, look at that. I can kind of show you here. Let's see. Sarah's Reading Nook.ca. So we have a blog, and it's Sarah's Reading Nook.ca because I'm in Canada. And let's see if it, I don't know why my internet is so slow. It's not bringing it up. What's going on? Okay, so this is our blog, right? See, we have made an update of like what we're reading, so it's there. And what we're going to do at some point today is we're going to do a Stacking the Shelves blog post. That'll be cool. And then tomorrow, we are going to do a Sunday post talking about all the books. And then on Tuesday, we're going to do another Top 10 Tuesday. So yeah, that's our little blog. And that's me. And that's Olivia. And there she is. So yeah, that's what we're going to do after. Thrifty. Oh, also planning my reads for my readathon this weekend. I'm cooking spaghetti and a salad. Ooh, tell us more about your readathon. What readathon are you participating? Are you doing your own readathon? Are you participating in one, let us know. Curious. Hi, Ryan. So we have one more reading sprint to do. Thank you for joining us. So you can definitely, if you'd like to participate in that, that'll be a lot of fun. Olivia is all tuned up. She had her tuna squeezy. She's very happy. And I think we're going to start our last sprint very soon. Okay. Oh, Dewey's reverse readathon. I've heard about this readathon. Cool. I hope that you really enjoy it and that you get a lot of reading done during then, and also that you find really great books and all the best bookish things for your readathon experience. Sounds like a lot of fun. Readathons are great. Readathons are great. They really help. Reading sprints help, readathons help, and I have personally started to read so many different books, new authors, etc., because of readathons. They're really, really awesome and a really good way to help connect with others while you are reading. Okay. So we are going to do our last sprint. Make sure you have your books. Make sure you have like some agua, some water, some kind of beverage. Yes, love readathon. Cheers to readathons. It's good water. And yeah, let's start our next reading sprint. And this will be our last one. Okay. I'm going to have to make it 30 minutes. Sometimes I make it a little bit longer for the last one, but today we are doing 30 minutes. Okay. So make sure you have your books, whatever beverage you want. And we are going to put on our reading hats and read in 3, 2, 1. Happy reading. Okay, guys, let me know how your last reading sprint went. Ours went great. We are now learning about ancient Egypt. And I thought that was really cool that we learned about a female pharaoh in this book I'm reading, A History of Women in the World by Marilyn French. So it is, I am 25% of the way through. So I read about a quarter of the book. I think when I started, I don't know, I think I was at like 4% or something. And now we are at a quarter of the way through. I think that's right. And yeah, so we read about maybe 20% of our book today, which is great. We're going to continue reading this. I think that although this was the last sprint, I'm going to continue reading this later today after I do some chores and eat some food. And yeah, it was a really great progress. You're at 70%. Great job, Abigail. I think you started at 50. It's 15 more pages. It is starting to be really funny. Yeah, you're reading The Unhoneymooners. It gets really funny. Like their banter is pretty good. Pretty awesome. Thrifty, you are on page 47 and you are enjoying it. Yay. I'm so happy you're enjoying your new book. That's awesome. Great. 32% done. Awesome. And Olivia, she is on her cooling mat, which is in the corner over there. And she is just chilling out because of the warm weather. It is currently, I wonder if the weather has gotten even more warm. So 28 degrees Celsius, which we determined was about, what was it? 82.4 degrees Fahrenheit. For those who go by the Fahrenheit system. So yeah, that was pretty much our reading sprints for today. Very good Caturday, very progress worthy weekend. And I am so happy that everyone joined. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you had a great time. And yeah, we are most likely going to be doing this again next weekend. We'll have to look at our schedule, but we'll definitely put a reminder up so that you'll know when our next sprints are. Most likely on Caturday because I guess that makes the most sense for Olivia and I. So yeah. So we hope that you have just a really great rest of your day. If you are going to be reading more, I hope that you enjoy your reading. Hope that you enjoy all the fun stuff like your food, your the weather, everything about the weekend. And we will see you next time. Bye, guys.